Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to Ethernal Realms, welcome to your Feb reading. Let's get into it. We will see what the major theme is, then we get into the top 3 highlights, then we break it down into Oracle and Tarot cards. So we have the first card as Waxing Gibbous Moon with Finalize, so something closing out, we're in the final stages of something, we need to let go of certain circumstances or mindsets as well. So let's see what this is all about. We have Desk, which says pay attention to your work. Okay, a lot of work focus. So then we have Older Man, dealings or relationship with an older man. Okay, this can be some authority figure, perhaps at work, a boss. Or it can just be, if you are an authority figure, then this can be talking about you maturing, your level of authority or command, expertise is rising, things like that. You could be connecting with a paternal figure or grandparent as well, getting advice. There is a level of maturity here that I'm seeing here. Then we have Bat, which says take care, enemies are working against you. Okay, so this can be internal enemies as well, like we cut ourselves down by negative self-talk or limiting beliefs, for example. So it can be how we steal from ourselves, our own time, by procrastinating, etc. So if we this seems more like a beware, cautionary type of thing, like you need to pay attention to your work and get things done on time, or but I mean, you're Capricorn, so that kind of comes naturally to you. But yeah, there is like a special focus that is being asked of you here. Perhaps there's a special role that you're being assigned, and there needs to be more of a critical eye that needs to go into that. Okay, or you're becoming an authority and you're taking on more responsibilities, so you need to be like extra mindful of the things that you're saying or doing and things like that. All right. So the first card we have here is Light in the Unexpected. This is corresponding with the Tower card and can connect with a breakdown or breakthrough. It's basic, whatever the case is, there is liberation from something that was very restraining in the past and is not kind of working for you anymore. These are like belief systems, for example, which are leading to like workaholism or other dependencies. Anything that is limiting and constraining to you is no longer balanced, right? So there can be a breakout from those patterns. There is an epiphany that can come through, or a piece of advice that you're given and that just really strikes a chord with you, and it completely eradicates, at least from a mental standpoint or an internal standpoint, it really eradicates the roots of it, and then it's just a matter of time of how to kind of apply that in your everyday life, that realization, right? Then we have Move Beyond Intention to Belief, and with card number 5, it indicates that there is some adjustment or change that is taking place. There is a key that you're discovering, you're finding the secret to your success, for example, or you're just believing in yourself a lot more, and that itself is the key to your success, right? In whichever front we're talking about. Instead of wanting and not having, there is a realization that I already have it. So there can be, for example, a reward or a recognition that comes through, which shows you that you're on the right path, and that's kind of surprising to you, or it comes about very unexpectedly. It's sort of a big break type of thing as well going on. It can be quite drastic when we have Light in the Unexpected. It's just surprising. Okay, then we have You Are Epic with card number 4. 4 talks about stabilities and security. So once again, if you're stepping up into a leadership position, then this shows that you have strong skills, and instead of this Move Beyond Intention to Belief is just having that strong self-confidence that I got this, I am this, I'm fit for this is perfect for me, that type of mentality. So you're like all comfortable in something that many people would be intimidated to be in. Right? So You Are Epic is where you have a very strong self-esteem, you're self-motivated, and you have discipline, and you also have the guidance from other mentors and experts. It kind of depends which side of the spectrum you're on, but either way, there is a rise in self-confidence. We have 4 of Cups coming up. this can indicate a blah or a meh type of feel where, not too much is happening. Or there can be a feeling of stuck or uninspiredness. Then we have 10 of Swords right after that. That's awesome because it talks about end of a cycle. Like I said, it's kind of a breakout point in some way, closing out of a cycle, of a mental state of not imbalance but stagnancy. Okay, yeah. All right. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles, which talks about your resources, feeling independent and fulfilled. We have 7 of Swords. This is the enemies that we're talking about. So this can be literal, doesn't have to be. Okay, if you already know of someone who's kind of jealous or like tries to offload their work on you, kind of skating by not doing much, being too clever and manipulative and things like that, then yeah, it can be bothersome around this time. But with the 10 of Swords, you're like putting an end to that. Okay, you're saying no to something. You're kind of walking away from that pattern or habit of even complying with a person like that. Okay, but if it's not about a person, again, this is how we steal from ourselves. That is coming to a close. 7 of Swords also talks about making plans in secret about leaving someplace. Perhaps you want to change your job and you might be making plans, like applying, but not yet telling people that you're looking for a job, but you're really kind of done with the place that you're in. Perhaps you've learned everything you needed to learn and now you're looking for something different that would be more fulfilling. If you're not looking to change a job, this can still indicate making strategies and plans for a new chapter, something that is a lot more inspiring and enhances your feeling of security and self-worth. We have the Queen of Cups coming up next, which talks about spiritual development. It can talk about emotional strength, a lot of empathy. This is a leadership position too. It's a more compassionate leader. This also indicates being in flow and in alignment, so you're able to listen to your intuition in this month, especially clearly. There is some guidance coming through. For example, you just feel it. You just feel as though your time is up in a certain place, or that you have a connection to some other hobby of yours or other stream of activity. There can be a connection that is blossoming more. You might be more spiritually and emotionally connected with this person as well. Perhaps there has been a lull in relationships with the 4 of Cups, but that is coming to a close in this month too. Okay, then we have surface. This talks about the material realm again, so there can be more income of sorts, or you're feeling very blessed with whatever you have on the tangible realm alone, like internal state apart. You're grateful for the work you do, or the lifestyle you're able to support, the people you can take care of, or how you can make yourself feel secure and buy whatever you want when you feel necessary. Also, have a good style of living routine and so on. So you're kind of appreciating things that are already here and very visible. Then we have rotation and revolution. Oh wow. So this can talk about making monthly plans and also yearly plans, okay? So you're looking big and you're breaking it down into 12 sub-goals basically, or rather 11 if you're making this plan in Feb. But there are certain goals and habits that I feel you're trying to build here. Or it is that you're taking small steps, but you're making those small steps for a bigger goal, which is very Capricornian, honestly, right? I'm also getting an iterative process, kind of trial and error. Even the 7 of Swords, because he's kind of not really doing anything in public, you can try things out, kind of explore more. It's less systematic, so you can do certain things in the backdrop by yourself, see how it works and so on. Stepping outside the box is what I'm getting. It's a more creative process where you just see how it goes and then you improve in the next cycle and then you improve again until you're like creating a very big change overall. Yeah, wow. There can be also more recognition of what your focus is. Again, with the moon over here, with the Seven of Swords, really strong intuition again. Yeah, perhaps in the first bit of the month you feel a little bit of a slowdown, or you're feeling uninspired by something and you are wanting a change to get out of a cycle or a rut, and you're absolutely working on that and you're finding it in this month itself as we progress. All right, so what else can we get for Capricorns in the month of Feb? Okay, we have Libra, we have the 6th house, and we have the moon. Okay, professional relationships, that's coming up to the forefront. It can also be that you're feeling drawn to more artistic or aesthetic career options, or you want to include that as a part of your lifestyle. Maybe add that at nighttime before going to bed. You want to sketch something or write about something. Libra also talks about diplomacy, connecting with people. So you're coming off very charming in this month, or rather very compassionate, soothing, and gentle. So you calm down people somehow with your presence, and that effect is really showing up at work as well. You might be the go-to person that people come to. This using your intuition at work for some of you. This also indicates that you're taking care of your emotional health and well-being. I want to know what this, let's clarify the Four of Cups a little bit for Capricorns. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, again, there can be just a state of ennui with just the rut that has been going on. It has been the same for a very long time. That's what it feels like. 10 of Swords. So you want to break out of that. All right. Nine of Pentacles can talk about appreciating the small little things in life. You might be going out into nature a little bit more. 10 of Swords. 7 of Swords can also talk about like not being too honest. For example, honesty is a virtue, okay? But 7 of Swords is like, yeah, sure, but you know, if other people start taking advantage of our goodness and so on, then we need to protect our own as well. Like, it's both things, right? We can't do just one thing and then abandon ourselves completely. So 7 of Swords is like, I'm going to do as much as is needed to fit in with wherever I am, but in my spare time that I'm not going to tell people about, or in my spare space, in my secret space, I'm going to do what I feel is right and fit for myself and my future, basically. So yeah, okay. 10 of Swords. We have the Emperor. So yeah, this can be walking towards a leadership position or walking away from one, depending on which side of the spectrum you're on. But there is a lot more personal power and authority that you're gaining in this month. Want to go again for Capricorns. We have Saturn, Scorpio, and the first house. All right, in March, Saturn is going to move into Pisces. So that is a fellow water sign that can bring about some emotions, or you seek more fulfillment in whatever it is that you do. There could have been some changes that were not able to take place because Saturn represents restrictions and needing to go through a lot more effort than would be, convenient or comfortable, basically. So whatever the block is, it looks like there is a transformation, a change, and a breakthrough out of those things. Yeah, by the end of February, things are becoming a little bit clearer, and as we progress into March, around the first week itself, you will see that it is kind of lightening up, it's loosening up. You can see even more clearly what comes next, basically. A personal power, magnetism as well, is here in Scorpio. It's as though people are seeing you as a leader. You are also taking on more of a leadership role. You're setting down new structures and routines that are more beneficial to your sense of fulfillment. You can be carving out more time for your hobbies and things that just emotionally make you very happy and connected. Okay, So that's what I have for you, Capricorns. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the reading resonated and that it helps you out. Let me know your thoughts, and if you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box and the comment below. I will see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.